Good evening. If my love of crime fiction has taught me one thing, it's that it's always the person you least suspect. And that's why, when someone took our recycling bin last week, I rang the police and suggested they fly immediately to New Zealand and interview Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, because that was the person I least suspected. Well, the police told me to get off the line. I pointed out the very least they could do would be to inquire as to the recent whereabouts of 22-time Grand Slam winner Steffi Graf, who seemed very unlikely to have taken the bin. Well, they flatly refused on the grounds that my neighbour Diane would have taken it by mistake. I said that's obvious. Too obvious. Far too obvious. Tonight's players are, on my right, William Hugstone, a diplomat and keen singer who was once told by Baroness Floella Benjamin that his voice vibrated her from within. Claire Downs, a surveyor whose ancestors were smugglers on the Cornish Peninsula. And their captain, Jacob Kingsbury Downs, a doctoral student who's appeared in a German-language documentary about the Orkney Islands. United in their devotion to Donna Summer, they are the Discotheques. Jacob, how do you three come to be a quiz team?
Well, Claire gave birth to me and William is my partner, so we've known each other for a while now. We love Only Connect. We're just so happy to be here.
And have you done quizzes as a three before, or is this your first go?
This is absolutely the first go and we're slightly terrified.
How incredibly brave. Well, good luck. You are facing tonight on my left. Fergus Navaratnam Blair, a research manager who once fought a monkey with a telescope. Sam Navaratnam, a civil servant with an interest in South East London World War II bomb maps. And their captain, Sangeetha Navaratnam Blair, a charity worker who won a Halloween costume competition without having remembered to wear a costume. United by a passion for puppets, they are the Muppets. Sangeetha, your names are all very similar. Are you a family team as well?
We are, yeah. So Sam's my brother and me and Fergus are partners.
And tell me you three have practised quizzing together before.
We have watched a lot of Only Connect together. I think we've had the odd pub quiz together as well.
This could be an interesting evening. Good luck to your team as well. Your opponents won the toss, but they've decided to throw you in first. So please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
We'll go with Horned Viper, please.
This will be the first question of the game. You'll be seeing 4 apparently random clues, or fewer if you guess early. What is the connection? Time starts now.
Novel by Proust, translated novels.
Okay, next, please. Last night. They have
book series.
Book series. They have 7 books. There's that.
Oh, it might be 7 books.
Is that a book series as well?
There are several books within.
Shall we go to the next one?
Only do the next one.
Okay. And then also is the allegory. Cool.
Yeah, let's
okay. Next, please.
I think it's definitely 7 books.
So buzz in.
Yeah.
Okay. We think these are all book series that have 7 books in them.
They are all 7-book series. Well done for coming in after just 3 clues. Which of these have you read?
I've definitely read the Chronicles of Narnia about 100 times when I was a kid.
All 7 of them?
Yes.
Or just The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe?
Oh, all 7. Prince Caspian was my favourite.
Excellent.
Harry Potter and maybe the Game of Thrones from the first Song of Ice and Fire?
Yes, A Song of Ice and Fire is due to be a 7-book series. They haven't all been published yet. And Un Recherche du Temps Perdu, well, I've read that one dozens of times. There isn't time to talk about which volume I like best. Discotheques, what would you like?
We'll go for the Twisted Flax, please, Victoria.
Well, good news, it's the music question. You'll be hearing your clues. What do they have in common? Here's the first.
Next, please. Next, please.
Listen, John. Listen, John.
By Pavarotti, presumably.
But the next, please. It's Insomnia by Faithless.
Insomnia. 9 seconds.
They all pertain to sleeping, the titles of the songs.
Yes, they do. And something even more than that, if you'd like to be more specific.
Not sleeping.
Not sleeping. You were saying Dorma, but it's Nessun Dorma
Yes,
is the
indeed.
title. Nobody's sleeping. What else did we hear?
Insomnia by Faithless, and the other 2 escaped me.
The first one was Tossing and Turning, which was a hit in 1965 for the Ivy League. And the second one, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, the Beastie Boys. You don't remember the Beastie Boys, I imagine?
No.
Would you be able to tell me who did a song that was very like that, called No Sleep Till Bedtime?
Mr. Blobby?
I mean, a magnificent guess. I mean, that is a young person reaching for a name from a culture before his time. It was the comedian Tony Hawk's.
Wow.
And his band did a cover of No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Well, a sort of jokey cover called No Sleep Till Bedtime. Well done. Muppets, what would you like?
We'll go with Eye of Horus next, please.
Eye of Horus. These are going to be picture clues. What connects them? Here's the first.
Do you know who that is?
Is that a can? Okay, next, please.
That's a turn, isn't it?
Is that a
Or a
bob?
bobby. It could be a turn or it could be a bobby.
Bobby.
Did you know this one?
Next, please.
Who's that?
That's that Guillermo del Toro.
So what's... Oh, turn, Toro.
William. They all turn to William. No, I'm
Should we
Googling.
see another final one? I don't know.
I don't know. You know. Okay, next, please. Guillotine.
Guillemot. It's a Guillemot. They're all Gil.
They all start with Gil or Gio, like Guillermo Guillotine.
Exactly so. What are we looking at?
Don't know the first one. Guillaume someone?
Guillaume Canet is a French actor, director. And then you recognise the Guillemot, Guillermo del Toro, a clue 3, and the guillotine. When do you think the guillotine was last used in France to execute someone?
In the 60s or something. It's very late. It's later than you think it's going to be, isn't it?
It's even later than you think it's going to be, when it's later than you think it's going to be. 1977 was the last time someone was guillotined in France. And when would you think the first person was guillotined in France?
Oh, sometime around the French Revolution, I'm guessing.
Exactly so. It was in 1792. And the reason was, where they would previously have done it with a sword, it was decided in the French Revolution that sort of smacked of the nobility a bit too much. A sword was a bit posh, so they came up with a guillotine. And the person that was sentenced to have it had to wait for the guillotine to be built. It was a highwayman, and they said, look, we're building this new machine. We're all very excited. You know, he wasn't so excited about it. Very well done. Discotheques, what would you like?
We'll go for the water, please, Victoria.
OK, what is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Instructors reveal this is your area.
It'll be the logo or the colour, I'm afraid. I don't know that particular brand of tractor.
I don't know the Perkins tractor, I'm sorry.
Next, please.
Dumbo's Magic Feather. Never watched Dumbo.
I haven't for a very long time. Is it a particular
I
colour?
don't know. Next.
Next, please. Saline solution. Put straight into your blood.
Saline,
Particular
cleans.
properties.
Don't know.
Next, please.
Yeah, go for it. Yes.
Pills.
Yes.
No, I don't know.
We're going to guess blue connects them.
They are not all blue. So a bonus chance for you, Muppets.
They're all like the placebo effect. They do nothing.
They are placebos. Exactly so. What do you know about these clues?
Well, so the 4th week of birth control pills is just so people remember to take it every day. Saline solution is what they give you in like a clinical trial. If
The feather, he thinks it helps him fly, but it doesn't actually.
Yeah.
That's right. Timothy Q. Mouse gives him a feather and says this will help you to fly, and because he believes it, he does.
I don't know about the tractor. I've never heard of that.
Well, they're not actual tractors. They're called tractors. It was invented by somebody called Perkins, and they're just sort of metal rods that get waved about, and you're told, oh, this will cure your aches and pains.
Oh.
The last clue is a little bit different. The first 3, the idea is that if you believe they work, they work. I think with the birth control, everybody knows they don't do anything, but it's just otherwise you'd forget to take them. Well done for the bonus, and you may choose a question for yourself.
We'll go with the lion, please.
OK, what connects these line clues? Here's the first.
Dives. Is that to do with like what's the name of the accent?
Acute. I don't know.
Okay.
Can you see another?
Next, please. Marzipan.
Marzipan. Also, if you add a certain word.
To the beginning. Can you go next? I'm a bit unsure.
Yes,
Next, please.
One.
Taiwan, Taipei,
Oh,
Maldives,
you can add the
Mali.
same letters
Yeah,
and it makes
this
2
is-
different countries.
Okay. You can add some letters at the beginning of each of these words and make 2 different countries or places.
I'm afraid that's not right. I'm going to show the 4th clue to the Discotheques for a possible bonus on your side.
So we think it's the same letters on each of the words to make the country and its capital.
That's what it is. Unlucky there, Muppets. You're right. It's 3 letters that you put at the beginning of each of those, but it's to make the country and its capital. So what are those countries and capitals?
Maldives and Male.
Belize and Belmopan.
Taiwan, Taipei.
Yeah, and then I was going to say Tangeria, but that's not a country.
Nigeria and
Niger.
Niger.
It's Algeria and Algiers. Tangeria, just a country of the mind. Very well done. You get that bonus, and you get the last question of the round, which is the two reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Lung disease.
TB.
Next, please.
Floccinokinihilipilification.
Excuse me?
It's called floccinokinihilipilification.
So,
It's got, maybe it's a silent P. Oh no, it's with an F.
should I go for another one?
Yeah.
Go for another one.
Yeah.
That's the longest word.
Next, please. Yeah.
What's the Welsh one will be the last one.
Like some of the longest words.
The longest words.
Yeah, longest, yeah.
They're all incredibly long words. So we wondered if they were sort of some of the longest words in the dictionary or...
They absolutely are. Let's have a look at the last clue, and you can perhaps tell me the words.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
That last one, anti-disestablishmentarianism, yes. And the others?
The act of regarding something as unimportant is floccinokinihilipilification.
Very good.
I
And
don't
then the
know
easy
numbers.
ones.
Yeah.
Good work. Little round of applause from me. And the lung disease? Here you go.
Wow.
Great. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Pneumono-ultramicroscopic silica volcanoconiosis.
Magnificent. That is pretty good work. I would give you more points if I could. But no more points on this round because it's the end of round one. And the Discotheques have 4 points. The Muppets have 4 points. Sequences round now. Muppets, you'll be going first again. What would you like?
We'll start with the Horned Viper again, please.
OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
I don't know. Should we see another one?
Yeah. Next, please. Is it like George? There's like one.
Is it
George
just-
the Fifth? It's like how many?
Oh, yeah.
Edward the Seventh. So
What's the connection between the kings then?
it's Edward the Sixth, George
One
the
over
Fifth,
se- one
fourth,
over-
third. How many kings have had it that we're going to have a third?
I don't know. Should we see another one?
No, but it's going to be whoever's had the third.
No, but it's an order, isn't it? So
Yeah,
what's the
yeah,
order?
5, 4.
George the Fifth.
6,
Elizabeth,
5.
So Elizabeth 50%. Yes.
No, but it's okay. Edward. Edward. Edward 33%.
And why?
So there's been 5 Georges, and so 20% is there one George would be 20% of all the Georges that have been king. Monarch.
I can see your thinking. I'm afraid that doesn't work. And if we have a look at the third in a sequence, any alternative sequence has to work for all the clues, and that doesn't. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to throw it over for a bonus point.
So is it George and then the equivalent of a sixth in percentage?
Can you have a go at the numbers?
16 and 6 recurring, isn't it?
16.6 recurring?
That's it, 16.666. We've gone with 16.7%, but we've rounded up. Yes, as you knew, it is the numbers of the kings, Edward VII, George V, expressed as percentages, but we're simply going forward chronologically.
Yeah.
Unlucky.
Okay.
And what question would you like for yourselves?
Ooh, the twisted flax again, please, Victoria.
What would come forth in this picture sequence? Here's the first.
Is that Belgium?
It's on the border.
Next.
Yeah.
Next one, please.
Could be Benair. It's marking a tube line. Looks like, anyway.
Next
I'd
one.
go for another, yeah.
Next, please. Ooh, is that the Oxo? No, it's not
Is
Oxo.
that live?
What's it called? It's on the Thames, isn't it? What's it called? Hovis Building? Yeah.
Or is it the live? Oh, no, I don't know.
Any idea?
If it's the Belgian-Dutch border, it would be Benair. Are there Benairs? Something?
I don't know. Go for
2 seconds.
Benny?
Not it, I'm afraid. So bonus chance for you now, Muppets.
Maybe a picture of the Colosseum?
Or Rome.
Or something in Rome?
A picture of the Colosseum or something in Rome. Very well done. And why is that?
It's the Beautiful South song. I don't know, anywhere.
It could be Rotterdam or anywhere, Liverpool or Rome. So well done, Muppets. You get that bonus, and it's your choice.
We'll go with the lion, please.
OK. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Leonardo DiCaprio in Thailand. The
The
beach.
beach. Okay, well, what's the sequence?
Be
What's have we seen another one?
films. Okay,
Should we go for the next one?
next, please?
Ian McGregor in California. What films Ian in California?
I have no idea.
The beach, the bit. Is it EI? The
Yeah. Next, please.
in Edinburgh and London. What film is that?
I don't know. Is it
Train Spotting?
Train?
Or
Train. Should we just say train? Oh no, we had to answer.
Beach.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That must be.
Ewan McGregor in Paris.
Not it, I'm afraid. Discotheques, do you know?
Ewan McGregor in Rome.
The answer is Ewan McGregor in Edinburgh. These are films by Danny Boyle, going backwards towards his first feature film, Shallow Grave, which was set in Edinburgh. Ewan McGregor appeared in Edinburgh and London in Train Spotting, as you say. That second one, A Life Less Ordinary, and first one, The Beach. So nobody got bonus points there. Discotheques, what would you like?
We'll go for the Eye of Horus, please.
The Eye of Horus. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
E.G. France. France Fanon, phenomenologist. Next, please.
It's a paper.
Got lemon in it. Next one. Next one.
Yeah.
Next, please. Why 4 though?
4, 5. Oh, is it a word for Jacob?
Anything?
No, sorry, I haven't got anything on this one.
Sort of everyone for raisins on it.
5 button.
And why would that be?
I was going with my mother's often excellent instinct and guessing a Formula 1 racer.
I mean, I am watching you try to have it both ways, simultaneously blaming your mother while praising her instincts. That's parenthood for you, Claire, isn't it? That's what it is. I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Muppets, would you like to have
I'm
a
going
go?
to ask Sam to answer.
I think it should be 5 Mercs.
Is the right answer. There's actually various answers you could have had, but we picked Mercs as well. And what is the sequence?
So these are Tour de France winners by the number of Tour de France's they won.
It is winners of the Tour de France, and various people have won it 2, 3 and 5 times. Only one person has won it 4 times, and that is Chris Froome. Although I think if Jenson Button did compete, you know, he'd probably be in with a fair chance, wouldn't he? He probably would have taken several titles, assuming one could pick one's own vehicles. Well done, Muppets. You get the bonus and a choice. What is it to
We'll
be?
go with water, please.
OK, water. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
These are countries, the number of countries beginning with that letter or something.
Okay,
But let's see then. Let's see
Next,
another one.
please.
Okay, so that's 3. What's that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So,
Shall we just do the next? Because I'm really...
Yeah, go for the
Unless
next,
you have
yeah.
any ideas. Yeah. Next, please. Oh, Asia. So it will be Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan.
okay, yeah,
that was-
again,
okay.
yeah.
So it'll be Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan.
Yes, it will. And why?
So these are the countries in Asia that spell out the letters in Asia.
That's exactly right. We are spelling the word Asia with all the countries in Asia that begin with A, then with S, then with I, then with A again. And of course, some people might say that Armenia and Azerbaijan are in Europe. It's a sort of arguable point, but we've made them Asian countries for the purposes of this question. Discotheques, back to you for the last question of the round. The 2 reads. What would come forth in this sequence? Here's the first.
See anything?
I know, I don't know.
Next, please. Next one, please. What's my sense of where it is? It's a
Star.
So what would be the...
What's on? Is it Arcturus? Is that the North Star? Could there be anything else?
No, I think we'll go with the sun.
Yeah, which is the largest?
Should we go for Arcturus?
You call it.
We'll say Arcturus.
Not the right answer, I'm afraid. Muppets, do you know?
We'll go with the sun or sol.
The answer is the sun. And why?
I think these are stars in order of how close they are to Earth.
Exactly so. And what's strange about those first 2 clues?
No
no
idea.
idea.
I've never heard of them before.
Those 2 stars, they swap places. Ptolemy and Regal Centaurus orbit around, have their own little orbit round the same central point. So sometimes one is closer to the Earth and sometimes the other. At time of recording, Regal Centaurus is closer to us, but that will change in 2032. I'm sure we'll still be being repeated at that time, so don't write in if you're watching this in 2033. This is an old show. Very well done. You get the bonus. And that means at the end of round 2, the Discotheques have 5 points, the Muppets have 9. Time now for the jumbled joys of the connecting wall. And Discotheques, you'll be going first this time. So please choose lion or water.
We'll have the water wall, please, Victoria.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the water wall, starting now.
OK.
Safari suit, penguin suit. That's a DJ, isn't it?
The Riddler is a Batman villain,
Yeah.
isn't
As is Mr. Freeze.
he? OK.
Possibly Catwoman.
Should we try it?
And I think Pyromania.
OK.
You'll
So
cycle through those.
OK. Political correctness, political science, political compass, political prisoner.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Not safari, really?
Political safaris?
I don't know.
What could Nate's be?
Stone, anagram.
OK.
Yes, anagrams might be one.
No, I don't think there's anything else.
Calculator, compass, clock, things that you...
A face, clock's got a face.
American football. What could Madeira be?
Got a minute left.
Madeira in it. It's got Iran at the end of it.
OK,
Yeah,
there's
there's Cuba.
Cuba.
There's Cuba over here.
And Oman.
Yeah.
And...
Romania, Pyromania.
Well done. OK, so political... So
Political correctness, which is
political science, political correctness, political compass, political prison. We tried that though, didn't we? Yeah.
Okay, one more for the Batman ones.
Things that you have in your science kit or maths kit.
Yeah.
So Batman ones, what could be? Safari maybe? We tried prisoner, didn't
Science.
Yeah.
we? Compass.
Right, we're running out.
There we go.
Okay, great.
3 lives now and 10 seconds.
Go, just go.
Okay.
Political ones, quickness,
Another one.
political, yeah. Football, it's
That's
political.
your 3 lives, and the wall has frozen. But well done. Looked hairy at the beginning there, but you found 2 groups. What about the connections? Catwoman and so on?
So these all end in countries.
That's absolutely right. There's countries at the ends of the words. Second group, Riddler, Penguin and so on.
They're villains in superhero things.
Can you be more specific?
Batman?
They are Batman villains. And you can still get points for the connections of the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There we are. Safari, clock, compass, notes.
They're all Apple apps.
They are iPhone apps, the ones that come with the phone. Well done. And the last group, football, science, correctness, prisoner.
These are political.
Political, they can be prefaced by, yeah.
That's right, a political football you weren't seeing. It's when they sort of throw a topic around because nobody wants to hang on to it. So you found 2 groups and all 4 connections. That's a total of 6 points. Let's bring in their opponents now, give them the other wall, the lion wall, and see how they get on. Muppets, you have 2.5 minutes to solve your wall, starting now.
Carbonara pasta,
Pasta, pesto, carbonara, boccelli,
pesto.
puttanesca. Things for young
Ragu.
things, so you've got Ben, Suckling, Sprog, these are all Bambino, these are all children, neonate. You've got 5 young ones, Ben, Sprog, Suckling, neonate, Bambino.
Andrew led some, sorry, Ben.
Sprog, Bambino, neonate and Suckling, those 5 are all
Okay,
young
I'll do it
things.
without.
And then Ledsam,
it.
Pirlo, these are all Andreas, Andrea Bocelli, and Andrea Core. So Core, Ledsam, Pirlo, and...
Vongoli?
No, hang on. Core, Ledsam, Pirlo, and I got it, Bocelli.
Bocelli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there another one that could be that? So we tried the pastas again. You've got pesto, ragu,
Without Pirlo.
carbonara, puttanesca.
Bocelli.
Yeah,
Are any of those other pastas?
Yeah. Okay.
So we've got, so pesto, carbonara, puttanesca, and
Vongole?
ragu.
Ragu and ragu. I've tried that.
Okay, so
Maybe
what's the other connection then?
So
Ledsam.
Vongole could also be
it's
a
a
pasta.
something to do. Vongole, isn't that something to do with babies as well?
No,
Is there a word one here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Is this to do with colours or lead? You've got lead, you've got elements,
Yes.
you've got
Yeah,
tint.
neon. You've got,
Neon, yeah, that's good. Lead, some neonate,
Carbonara.
carbon, and then what's
Yes.
the other one?
Ragu, pesto, pez.
Tin, Tintoretto.
Tin.
Yeah,
Okay,
what's the
very
other
good.
connection?
That one's pasta.
The other one's
Yeah.
pastas, yeah,
Yeah.
there we
So
go.
these have started off with elements,
So
right?
lead,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
You've solved the wall. You made short work of it. Well done.
Yes.
Now, what about the connections? Starting with bambino.
So these are all words for children. in
Words for
this case.
children, exactly so. And the next group, true and so on.
Are these all Andreas?
Yes, they are. Andreas and Andreas. Andrea True was there was a disco act, and she was the leader. Andrea Bocelli, of course, the singer. Andrea Corr, and the last one, a footballer. And the next group, carbonara, tintoretto, and so on.
These all start with elements from periodic elements.
Elements at the beginnings of the words. And the last group, pesto, and so on.
Types of pasta sauce.
Types of pasta sauce. So that's all the connections as well, and you get a bonus of 2 points for getting it all correct. That is the maximum of 10. Very good. Let's have a look at the scores as we go into the final round. The Discotheques have 11 points, the Muppets have 19. And if you'd like to take part in Only Connect, then why not go to the website to bbc.co.uk/onlyconnect to find out how to apply. But you've applied already, like it or not, and we're going to play the Missing Vowels round. Fingers on buzzers, teams. I can tell you that the first group are all paintings featuring water. Discotheques.
The hay wain.
Correct. Muppets.
The splash.
Correct. Muppets.
Bigger splash.
Not the name of the painting, I'm afraid. Discotheques, you know?
Ah, bigger splash.
That's the Hockney. Well done. Next clue. Discotheques.
The Birth of Venus.
Yes, it is. Next category, things with caps. Discotheques.
Mountains.
Yes, they have. Discotheques.
Damaged teeth.
Yes. Discotheques.
International football players.
Correct. Discotheques.
Bottles of beer.
Don't mind if I do. Next category, musical groups with rearranged members. Muppets.
Garfunkel and Simon.
Yes, it is. Discotheques.
Paul, Mary and Peter.
Correct. Muppets.
Stills, Young, Crosby and Nash.
Well done. Muppets.
Simpson and Ashford.
Correct. Next category, 4-syllable American words. Muppets.
Carpetbagger.
Correct. What a rumble-tumble round 4, but it's over now. And looking at the final scores, the winners and straight through to the next round with 23 points are the Muppets. Very well done. Discotheques, you've got an excellent 19. You are also still in the competition, but you've got to play another game before you get to the round they're in, if that makes any sense. Thank you all very much for playing. Thank you for watching. And if you're thinking that this show is too difficult for you to apply for, remember, a diamond is just a piece of coal that's been under extreme pressure. And if you're the sort of person that wants to leap onto the internet to say that statement is geologically inaccurate, you're just what we're looking for. Good night.